I chose to do boudoir because boudoir is a style of photography that puts you in a very vulnerable position. And I had already been vulnerable, but in different ways. Living with my husband, I lived through a lot of domestic violence in several different ways, which led to him attempting to kill me and ended in him dying by suicide. And so all of that, the trajectory of living through all of that left me in a very vulnerable position in where I didn't feel comfortable with myself. I felt like I wasn't good enough. I felt like with him deciding to die that way, it made me feel like, what is so wrong with me that he would rather do that? And so it was a lot. I put a lot on myself, and then boudoir asks the vulnerability of you, as you have to take your clothes off and all of these things, but it does the exact opposite as far as it makes you look at yourself for who you are and appreciate your body, appreciate every part of your body and what it does for you, because on a daily basis you put your body through so much, and you have to appreciate that regardless of whatever else happens around you. I would say first and foremost, and I know it's easier said than done, but don't give up. Never give up. Never give up on yourself more than anything, because before any of this happens, before any of it, whether it's domestic violence, whether it's mental health, whatever it is, you owe it to yourself to be strong for yourself, because you need yourself, and you need yourself to be strong to be able to help others and to help and to uplift others, if that's the route you want to go. But ultimately, no matter what, you are your first priority, always. It doesn't matter if you're a mother, if you are whatever you are, even if you don't have kids, even if you've never been married, you are still your priority, and you cannot give up on yourself. Honestly, the one thing that has kept me going this entire time is Jeremiah 29:11. He has a plan, and I know that it doesn't matter what I do, it doesn't matter what I want, he has a plan for me, and it's so much more than I could ever dream of for myself. And so I have stayed faithful in that, and I know that he will carry me through. Healing through that, I knew that I had to do it, and I had to do it for my daughter more than anything. So I sought out resources. Whenever my husband attempted to kill me, I was led to several resources, such as Safe Place here in Austin. When I went through financial hurdles because of everything that I went through, I also sought out places like the Diaper Bank here in Austin. And then ultimately, when my husband decided, he passed away, I needed a community, which I found in the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, specifically the Texas Central chapter. And all of these resources, among others, have been vital to me healing throughout this entire process, including the boudoir session. It's all part of a healing process for me that has been doing great, been doing wonders for my self-esteem, for my self-confidence, and in general, uplifting me in several different ways. Honestly, because of the way that the session went, I felt really calm. Coming into the session, I was a little frazzled, because I'm always frazzled because something's always going on in my life. But just throughout the session, there was this calm. I felt comfortable with myself. I felt confident in myself. And when I left, I felt really uplifted, beautiful, and everything's gonna be fine. No matter what happens, everything's gonna be fine. was really excited to see what the final product would be, but I've always been really self-conscious about my body, especially my midsection. So I was afraid that would be highlighted, and so I was really nervous for that. But I had a really good time. I think you guys working together really stood out to me, and how easy you make it look, and how comfortable you made me feel, especially because I tend to be very stoic a lot of the time, and you guys complemented each other great and made me feel that much more comfortable. And not only that, but obviously with the makeup, I felt like I looked gorgeous.
You did.
Absolutely. I was that much more in love with my body and grateful for everything that it has put me through, it helped me through, which has been a lot in the last few years. I would say that you definitely need to do it. I know it's a little different, but Chris is a true professional. Like, he does really good work, and it shows that he's proud of his work, because throughout the entire session, he is very professional about everything, and he's just really great at what he does. It is truly an experience. It uplifts you. It makes you feel so good about yourself, regardless of anything that you've ever been through. And it just is a really great experience. And you come out feeling that much more grateful for your body, especially. It doesn't matter what you're going through, what you've been through. It really makes you look at yourself in a different light, positively.